Okay, this is my second video. My first video never worked out so properly. I came here to speak about um stuff that I'm going through, the state that I'm in. Not because it does bring me relief, but it's not because of all the old jargon that I mentioned in my other video. I come to realize none of those stuff, all of those stuff, is irrelevant and pointless. And the only reason why I felt like, and I still feel like, it's necessary to do it because my life is pointless and has been meaningless, and I've been trying to find meaning in life itself to try escape the predicament, the detrimental predicament and crisis that I've been in, right? Uh, how it got extreme. It's always been extreme, and I've just been, how they say ignorance is bliss. Because I hadn't had the good fostering that, I'm currently 26 and I came to realization. And a whole heap of times, seem like, when what I said earlier about meaningless things that I do, right? So, a whole heap of times I feel like the universe been telling me like some of the stuff that I do is just like blindly ignorant, like whole heap of things that, suspicious stuff, and I've been undermining it for the sake that, I can do this. All I need to do is just stay focused on stuff that, you know, and I got blinded. I'm not blinded. There was nothing that I could do. I thought focusing people on the internet. I just wanted hope or some glimpse of hope. I just wanted to get out and get away and experience new things. And for a little bit of time, I've been suffering from, a long while, I've been suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Like where you fall in love or where you something you oppressor. And I've been standing like a resistance also. But after life got hard, well, I realized that not only that I wasn't equipped well, a whole heap of, like, it felt like society is I've acquired a job, right? I just go and put it down baseline. I'm a hardworking individual. I don't really get caught up because I've never got caught up. I never got no freedom or anything like that to get caught up in bad things or anything that would be screwed. Cause I've always been terrified after I've seen multiple occasions where I stood up for myself and I had no backing, just to plainly put it without going into no long story about one experience or multiple encounters or what assert what affirm this belief is not something that I really thought into deep. I don't think I've ever really thought into anything deep until now, right? And I feel like something was always blocking me. That's why I mentioned earlier about the ignorance. It feel like some blocking me, or I feel like brain fatigue. Sometimes it feel like brain fatigue and my attention does divert to something else because it felt like too much negativity. And now being an adult, I have to come to the full realization that certain things. Like I have a very hard time to do keep up with my responsibilities, and to me and myself, it seems understandable with the threat, the imminent threat that constantly, I don't want to really go into it. Right? I don't want to talk about the police constantly attacking me for no reason in my country, because I think people need to understand. But that's also, to me, part of my all of my humor. What I'm basically been articulating with all of my videos is that I've been stripped of all of my human rights. That's what I want to tell you, the people, that you can be stripped of all your human rights. It does have to be a collective effort. When you have unbridled corruption and people who does, this is what I encountered and for days, and this is why I come to these conclusions that my life always on a long thing, but I was saying like, yeah, my boss, I don't know to plenipotentiary, my supervisor did not listen, did not like me. He just was using me for, so, cause he knew that I would have make him a lot of money in this short period of time, and then I already put forward, I already put in motion to prevent myself from getting fired, right? I started charming the boss, which was a female, right? And then what she had done was stripping my the ability to fire me. Yeah, lied on me and said I wanted to come and shoot up the place with the first thing, and they were just being extremely toxic. Always tried to be, which I realized the whole entire it was to be overly polite or even be moderately polite. You know, I don't know how to put it, but basic human decency was my first intent to express, and people was just taking it as a naive, consciously taking it as a naive, and I always see people screw up their face out there, and I always felt like is my introduction or me, or I maybe did something wrong, but I had anxiety problems and issues that caused me to feel that way. So I, in myself, don't feel foolish, and I know that it's common decency and common courtesy to genuinely, regardless if he is a male or a female, that's to my understanding, right? Which females have the most. I can always avoid a male, right? Not talk to them, right? Or even out here in an society like this, I can run them. Like if they come around me and I assure that I in psychologically speaking, from I have the upper hand, where this person is just trying to test me, right? They're just trying to test me to see if I'm just a big pussy, right? Cause I'm a big guy, but they don't want to come out with their true intentions at first. They want, you know, test out the feel to see if, cause it's not like these people who know, just know, genuinely know that I don't have any bucketive. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. So they have room to be unbridled corrupt as possible, right? Even if I say I even hurt them, it just going to make it this the harder for me. Cause even if I say at one point of time I had killed them, where would that get me with this elaborate? I do not have any ability because I'm the youngest in my family. I do not have the ability or resources at that time as a child to to pull off, and then I had no influence, I have no bad, and it does remain that way. I thought it would have changed. It would have changed after a while. The people that are not going to lie, I do have one person, and this person, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it without being offensive, without defamating her character, but it hasn't been a good experience to put it. Um, you know, uh, anyway, it hadn't been a good experience. And if she even come across this and say oppose it and feel bad about it, if say I'm not here anymore or whatever, it was. I'm not lying. You didn't make it pleasant. I don't think you should blame me from my perspective upon the conditions that you had put me in or made me feel internally, right? Because I wouldn't just feel something. Although, a lot of people do feel things that are not there, but I've not portrayed myself as this kind of person. If anything, until this moment, I've portrayed myself on the contrary, right? and they down on me and mistreat me, that I would also make a decision, right? Because of the power dynamics in the relationship that she would refuse to acknowledge, and because she's a black woman, I think she's incapable of respecting human life, and it's merely because of the position. I seen that it's merely because of the position that I'm in that fuels her to act that way, you know. But I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna I don't really like complaining. I don't really like complaining, cause in the end of the day, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. Even though I feel like even though she had added to my grief and push, but that's the random probability of life. Like anything can, you can just come across this person, and they were always a decent person. Maybe until they encountered you, they just felt like to all the corruption that they couldn't do in their personal life, because it's been very stable. There's no entropy. It's not chaotic, right? Because everything is together. People that they're around is secure. So there's no vulnerable person to unveil upon and try to confuse and give them mixed feelings, and blind them, cuddle them, and blind them from whatever horrible reality they live in, and just unleash all their emotion, their nonsensical emotions of things that they don't have but want to feel, and drop it on you, basically. Drop it on me, basically. You see me? Because of the harsh, cruel life that I've lived, and all the stuff that she said has been sus, but she's still here. She's still here, so it's just very hard. It just was very hard. Life was just very hard for me, and regardless of whatever people want to say or whatever, I know people. I know people. I come to understand, and this is why I'm able to comfortably. Cause I always thought the whole world was everybody mind screwed up, not in an articulated sense like that. I just thought I had really, 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 really low self-esteem. And it's when I experienced certain stuff. Um, 'Cause when I experienced or had certain experiences, my self-esteem kind of went up, but I still remained that blinded and my ego. But how could that be my fault? And I never done anything wrong, right? And people might say, "Oh, I'm 26 and so naive, this and that, I don't really care, 'cause that's what I'm trying to explain. But I'm getting tired, and I feel like to cut off this video, 'cause I'm real depressed. But I don't know why. I feel like my subconscious mind don't want me to do this. I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really know. I even just went out on my friend, but I'm not saying it's uncalled for. I don't know. I'm just doing things and what I'm able to do. And, it's been extremely harsh how things have unraveled, just to find out that your life, all of these things that I went through and was put through, all the work I put out was for nothing. Was for nothing. Me killing myself, me killing up myself, me suffering, me doing all these things was for nothing. Was for nothing. That's the only message. So I feel like, fuck all the stuff that I went through and want to talk about. I don't really want to talk about it. It does feel like I just need an outlet. Cause I've gone to uh, all these psychologists. Well, not multiple. I just went to when I seen that they corrupt. That's how I go plainly put it. I personally had experienced the corruption in that industry, so I don't. I can't. I'm not going plainly put. I can't afford it. Anyways, I can't afford it. So this is my cheap way of doing this. I live in a time capsule. It's extremely abusive. All of my, I don't know how all of my, I've been stripped of all my human rights to the highest degree. And I know people, cause I'm talking based upon the people that I encounter, but I know that people is not mind those so screwed up out there. You know, I know I'm supposed to be a Christian or a Catholic, and I just realize that I was saying, I know people probably going to think so, and going to say, oh, God is not real, this and that. For my sake, I just think God had forsaken me, or maybe God don't like me, or whatever. But I don't think God don't exist, or I don't think God is innately evil like I seen a lot of new people. I don't know. That's the thing. I'll leave it at. I just saying I've been forsaken, but from my perspective, a lot of people is not going through these screwed up stuff, and a lot of people have the chance and opportunity to do better. Like literally, my body after trying so hard and going out every day, even night, trying to get stuff so I can basically be locked up in a house by myself and cannot go outside, barely can go outside with no means of income or means to help myself, right? More than to be dependent on people who always show themselves to be unreliable or vindictive and heinous, right? Heinous and mean and shallow, right? So that's my predicament. But is this your predicament? Are you really going? Cause I'm saying for a lot of people, it's so simple to fix your problems. All you have to do is just give an actual effort. Cause nobody is not much people, and people who might be in my situation, they don't. I had worked towards having this medium in privacy. So the reason why you're not hearing those people not were children like they were children or a child or infant like I was, and they weren't working towards because they were even myself like I was explaining. I've been captivated by my whole experience, so they weren't trying to even make the effort to think us two steps ahead, two steps ahead of their opponent or who they suspect because they trusted their deep down inside. I wasn't given no reason to trust these people. So I've always tried to make some kind of not escape scapegoat, but always trying to make a plan where I can even hold some level of sanity in my grounds and reason and level with people. But I say I don't hold no my bargain. I don't hold no bargaining chips in this. And the whole world is fucked up and don't care about nothing. Right? I don't care about nothing. I don't care about nothing. All of these stuff that you're seeing, I noticed that reality is more fiction than fiction itself. All the stuff that we create, well, not me personally. So I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I feel like I always felt like this is why I refer to rest of society as y'all or you guys, or 'cause I feel like y'all doing stuff and not doing and not even really thinking about it. Yeah, I see a lot of people say certain things, even women especially. Beta males are males always uncharacteristically follow these women and their path of thinking, and they're mixing the not masculinity but the gender. Get passive aggressive when they're the person who they don't like the most is in a is in a more stable position, or even the more you climb, the less aggressive they are, right? So if you are more physical, look more physically capable, it won't stop them from being passive aggressive, but they're just going put act in a position where you don't hit them or feel like you going obligate some mutual understanding that I'm not doing anything for you to hit me. But that's in their ways. Because when I watch, people just hit people. When I watch movies, TV, and all them stuff, there people just hit people. They're not. If a guy says something disrespectful to you, you just hit him. You just hit him, and that's his that's his consequence for committing or following through with that foolishness, right? Cause I don't know you, and you just come out of the blues expressing all this kind of negativity towards me. So you pose a threat, you going possibly try at you showing me little bit of your intention, say you will probably try to kill me in the future. So I saying like I get why people bully people or do things to people, cause these people who more pathetic, who more weak, it's so like confusing in a way where I'm in this position, but I wasn't ever had any intentions against. There was no dynamics like that coming from me ever. That you could have said I'm a naive fool, and I seen that. But even if I hold that, it would to my the people who are abusing me and oppressing me. It only would have give them more reason. Matter of fact, I felt ashamed that I was conflicted inside myself with wondering if that's my because they got me from I came into this world with that narrative. So I've been always in turmoil and conflict with how my own siblings, my own older siblings could say that. And then when I realized the position that I was a little, I was like three. I was three. And these were like my sisters already over the brink of in their adult years. And they were just abusing and beating down on me like fuck. And then I say like me as a grown man seeing that like how with all that power, how would it just seem like psychological warfare. Like, you're just killing me off, so I would never think to ever defend myself against you and put you and then you're saying like when you look back on it, these when you're saying seem like I don't know if I just give tipping their hat off or giving them too much credit because these people, all of these people, their actions, their this, it seems like they're being controlled by something and it's been chaotic. It's been chaotic. So I say like all these elaborate stuff that they've done to me, I say like where it come from. Cause even my older sister, she's dead. Who was the I don't know who was more abusive, but she's dead now. So how can I say? And the reason why when I look into it, the reason I found out, the reason why she died was stupid. Was stupid. Any way you take it, in any paradigm of whatever the truth was stupid. You see, me, the whole thing, the fundamental thing, what have all this so much chaos right now when you look at it, some stupid, right? So that put me in a cast in a society where I feel like you know my life is meaningless and been pointless, and I feel like I've been searching for this magic in my life, and I've been I'm not saying I'm the most disciplined person, but I do have well, I can say I'm a very militant person. I'm up there in militancy. I maybe not once, maybe out there like once before, but there's nothing really going on for me to be out there. I would be out there if something was going on for me. And then the thing is, the thing is that with the occurrences, all these things that happen to me, all these things and the stuff that especially the fact that I can't do it anymore. I've gotten older, and my body is really wearing down on me. And after going fasting for so long, fasting, I just been fasting, right? I just been fasting, So me number to my stamina and a number on my body. I thought if I got bigger in body, it would have actually aided me. But no, it doesn't like work I don't know regardless of all the hard managing where till that person I was talking about earlier came along. Right? I never really noticed it. I just wanted to. Before then, when this whole crazy fiasco with people come and invading my house, well, they let them in on me, and that was the most embarrassing thing because these people went, and because of the culture of my country, they went on the road and bragged about it, and then bragged about how crazy I am to anything that I have to say anybody wouldn't. They didn't care for me in the first place, so it don't matter whether or not they told them that I'm crazy. So that was just the icing on the cake, and basically it made me. I think it was they trying to make it hard for me to get a job. I don't know why, cause all of them was already on this, and I shouldn't. I got a whiff of this really in high school, but when I went for my first job, that's when I got a whiff of it. Cause I always thought these people was in collusion with my oppressors. So I don't know who was in collusion. And I always gave my oppressors too much credit because I thought this was some elaborate plan, but I never really think behind it. Cause I was afraid for think behind it. Why this big deal? Why this big deal? Because they've constantly, perpetually made a big deal out of nothing and make it seem like they wasn't making a big deal. Like I'm unimportant. But I saying like when I'm looking on Ola, why is that even important to elaborate or bear down on me as a child with, right? Because they've been acting as uncooperative as possible and making it seem like it was justified. And in my mind, a part of me trying to keep this justified, like justify it too, because I say like, it's them. Like, they have a choice. And I say like, what kind of choice is that does to choose to ostracize and prosecute somebody who wasn't even really a bad person? Cause I can't be a bad person. I seen what bad people do, and I seen they express themselves and how they express themselves and what the choices and decisions they've made, right? So I say like it 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 it, it, it would be fear for them to be in this position. But people like that are never in these positions. And to me, even if I felt like I was capable of doing something like that, some heinous like that, right? I feel like because of the resentment, everybody or so much people that I've encountered in my country, I can go on a long monologue of encounters to try quell people doubts who listening to this video. But to me, and the mindset I'm really on now, it would be pointless. It wouldn't pointless. It wouldn't. Why I have to go through all of that to inevitably to soothe or whatever people doubts for what? And that's what I say. Like my whole life been like, and people just didn't want to cooperate with me, and I had no choice. And people was making everybody I tried to encounter, try to reach out to. I noticed there is a different mindset when it comes to different race of people, right? When you come across white people or any other group of people, right? Maybe your first encounter, but then the intentions is not to harm you. Maybe they just want you to feel bad about yourself or something, whatever them commit these acts. But when you reason with them, even when the ones have reason or level with, I'm saying like they make these people that are encountering and something there seem like real oppressors, and these people um considerably in public to y'all, you would think if they came to you and come down on you with all these, oh, you're the oppressor, you would think nothing the less and think that they're in the position as the minority. You just think they're the minority when these people have committed heinous act. And this is what I want to come out. This is what I feel like they are coming out about these things. So the world knows. Got a lot of things people doing behind closed doors. They try to create this public image of themselves. That it's not really what's the truth or what the whole operation is running under. It's not the whole truth, and it's just, to me, I don't want to say like how this world function. It function rudimentally on money. People who trying to not acquire money seems like either because they're cowards or they live in a strong big family setting where they can hold cover. They can hold cover. They can shelter. They all trust each other. And they all trust each other and trust each other's perspective and opinion. So, and they'll cast for the weak. They'll look out for the weak in their group. So it doesn't matter to them as long as they're together, as long as all of the components in that group is together. They'll trust that they can go against any adversity. So, 'cause when you climb up the ladder, you truly lose a lot of people. You truly start see people change. Their perspective about put you in this box or cast you in this box because you're not the same as to them as how they don't understand your process. They don't understand. They're not gonna understand your process and what you're doing. They're just gonna think you become something against because you're not looking to cuddle with them no more. So they see that, oh, you're acting like you're superior to them. Basically, they start develop an inferiority complex because you take a step out of the group and try to elevate yourself solely by yourself. Well, to them it will always see like you're solely you're individualistic now. That's how they're seeing it. They'll develop inferiority complex because you're individualistic. Not only that, um, that you're also trying to be better than them, right? Because the whole entire time they've not done anything more than try to keep group which is made up of multiple components. So now they're detecting you somehow subconsciously as a virus, right? Like what you see women doing now with their infants or babies, they were pro life. I don't know how that is pro life, but what women doing today with this modernism of feminism and basically from a lot of reading I've done, what we used to consider these things as back in the day, well, well, mostly from what I understand, European to Greece to, well, I don't see much. I don't know if I have dived deep, but those are the big two civilizations that these things you can see from here impacted, and they were totally against it. They referred to it as witchcraft. Anytime women made men feel anything that never made particularly sense, they refer to them as witches, right? They say this is why they never make women read, because anytime women take up, in majority, some women, well, a good amount of women, you educate a good amount is only a special few where you see. And I'm not trying to be like I already done what I could have done, right? And no one can take it away from me. I actually intended and saw that what was happening. I don't know what to think about it, don't know what to make of it. I just knew that I was going to do everything in my power, even on days I couldn't, even on days where it got gloomy, even on days where, it never made any sense anymore. I still was putting out the effort. Even on days where I felt lost and confused, I still was putting out the effort. Was I rewarded for it? I don't, that, to me personally, I was going to just live on a cliffhanger. But now I don't feel like I've been rewarded for my efforts. That's why I say I feel like God has forsaken me. I don't think anybody can go through so much oppression and work as hard as I do, work as hard. Whoever wants to take it egotistically or whatever, that's all on you, bro. That's all on you. You see me? Because I know say it's always going to be a guy. Because women don't care, but they see, they have, some of them have minds of cats. They don't see that as you fool, you stupid, right? Because what women want presumably do, and I'm saying, like, why all these beta males helping them? Cause they feel like say they're going to be on the ladder side if they side with women with the whole conspiracy with the fuck what going on in the world. We see what happens when you give women a little bit of power. Cause we don't even give them a lot of power and a lot of shit going on. You see me? Racism, this and that race. I don't even know, bro. Like we give them a little bit of power. And this is what happened. I'm telling you from my story. So when you give them a little bit of power, we don't even give them anything. Nobody not making them run the United States of America or any big country. You see me, the Queen of England, you women need to stop counting some of the women. They're not regular women. Some of them is not even women like that. Some of them never done anything in your life to be called a woman. You never done anything. You never nurtured a child. You never done anything. So how you here calling yourself? Cause we men is on the same plateau, and this is how we live life. We don't consider certain men. They might do that in their own circle or them by themselves, refer to them as men, but in the whole scale of this whole thing, we don't. They're not even considered a man by the social hierarchy or anything that we men practice, right? You see me? If a woman see you, and this is how we level and reason when who is a man from who is not a man. When women see you and announce you, you guys automatically can differentiate the boys from the men. You guys come and you will be more attracted to the man than a boy or somebody who's weak and pathetic in their whole persona. Y'all find that repulsive, right? So it is right there. You already know the positioning of how things supposed to be work subconsciously, and you're just resisting it, and you have these beta males enabling y'all, right? I don't know in the scale, I tired of going through. So I don't really looking for the appeal from black women. So if y'all need to have to go on the, cause y'all don't hear shit. Y'all don't hear shit. Cause I literally see the gone through the whole of my life. So I can't doubt what I've gone through. I'm thinking that I had been doubting, and then the whole time, even I had went up and gotten a girl for actual. To me, it might sound weird. That's the crazy thing. What is thing even mean? What does this even 97 months? So people went people is like living this kind of lifestyle that feel like a testosterone killer, right? Feel like a testosterone killer car, especially with the series of poisoning. I feel like these people maybe give me birth control, cause I noticed like when I got really skinny, really skinny, uh, and really skinny. So what I was saying, when I got really skinny, I noticed like, you know, I just thought these. I just came to the understanding that these people been poisoning me. Cause since I've stopped eating from them, I not even. I don't say I'm not doing much. I do a lot, but I noticed this. From I start being when I got acquired that job last year, the several jobs. I noticed that I was getting bigger, right? After doing, to me, it's not big. I feel like I could have been doing more, right? If I was given more time, and financial security, I could have eventually done more, but and a lot more other things. Cause a lot of things take away my time to focus on myself and building up myself. Cause I always try to focus on building up myself to. Cause that's why I feel like I maybe got really, really skinny too. Cause even when these people are pressing me, I hold the same mentality, the same mentality, and I think that just made my muscles them entropy. Cause I felt like I wasn't working out right well. When I was younger and doing athletics, I just mostly focused on keeping my muscles them loose, right? Than actually building it. Cause I feel like every time I done something to build up my muscle, it would like I would get injured and my arm, that area would get sprained, and there are these I wasn't eating healthy, or I wasn't not healthy, but I wasn't eating the um the amount that is acquired for my size, and then whenever I do these things, it would be make me feel like I'm easily to injure. So I felt like stretching would lessen injuries. So for years I've been stretching, and then I had back pain, extreme back pain. And it just got worse over the years. So I had back pain, and it got worse over the years. At a very young age, I had back pain, right? I think I had, well, I discovered I had lower back pain, and it was like a hemorrhoids, right? Come like my in my spinal column, a couple this in the lower part where like squeezing on the nerve. I never know that when I was young. I just felt like stretching would have helped, but as I progressed, I got flexible at times, very flexible. Well, not really flexible, not really that flexible, but whatever I was working on would be flexible for that area. But outside of that, the problem still kind of persists, and it kind of got worse. Same way after progressionally, and even people used to ostracize me in my own household. I made me feel uncomfortable about doing what I was doing in private. So, that was a big motive to stop. So I tried to do something else, fill my time with something else. Um, I started back, and then worse, the fact that I wasn't being fed or wasn't getting the proper nutrition that I needed. So, I felt like I was dying, literally dying, and it just would die. My head, I usually feel fatigue in my head and blood pump to my head and all them stuff there. So I try sort it out, and I got a hold of it now. But I still trying to work on myself. Well, currently at the moment, how it is, I trying to stop work on myself, not stop completely. I don't know what the future might hold, but I don't know currently, so I can't do anything to worsen my situation because holding these people don't have a shred of anything. So that's why I'm saying, like, back to what I was originally talking about, where you give women a little bit of power, they abuse it. 'Cause there's nothing for them to do with it. Like we see this in the book, the Bible. That's what the Bible stands for, book. The book. Um, So I don't want people to think that I'm making being me quote these things and you feel like, oh, because you don't know and didn't know this and my circumstances and this and that, and I'm low on the hierarchy scale than yourself. So you feel offended by me knowing and you not knowing, and so I just say like, to get from that, you don't have to feel that way. And I wasn't trying to be in a way condescending or narcissistic or anything. You see me? You feel like when people do this, they do that, it just an excuse to justify what you always felt about me from you heard me. So, it's to marginally escape, use as an scapegoat to acknowledge that someone's human rights been really actually compromised. And that's why I notice people always do like my human rights have been totally compromised, but you don't look at it as, God, your human rights can compromise like this under closed door, or one of your generational family can be compromised, or your rights can. I If anywhere I can go anywhere and get help, I would come here and talk about being raped. And you cannot say rape on YouTube. That's how you know that I'm in the underworld. I'm speaking to you from the underworld. Like, I know people saying when I certain phrases and certain have significant meaning other than what it mean, or some, you see me, certain expressions have different meaning, or will say mean something to someone else. Uh, some people might take it to mean something. I'm not talking from. To me, when I'm saying the underworld or hell, this is the hellhole I'm talking about. The underworld, where everybody is hive mind and corrupt. Everybody is hive mind and corrupt. You see me, like a legion of demons, right? So that's what I mean. I don't mean any mythical place or imaginary place in your head, right? And I'm sorry if my tone comes off too strong. I'm really looking for appeal and empathy from people, even if I'm gone or no longer here. That's why I want to leave this on the internet, because of the sheer humiliation I will be going through after I'm gone, or the desecration that I will go through after I'm gone. But I have, I know I came here. I know that not everyone was the same. Not everybody screwed up, but I understand that not everybody have the ability to help like that. And then in my position, anybody who would be, a lot of things that people, cause how can you help me, right? Cause I don't want no charity. I don't want, cause I see how people are with this charity. This whole charity thing is been a scheme. This is not attack against the elite or anything. You've never done me. If you guys listening to me, and I'm not going against the people. I don't want the people under these conspiracy theories. Cause nobody is doing you anything. Nobody is doing. The elites were always doing what they were doing, and it has no effect on your life whatsoever. You just deciding that it has an effect on your life. You're not being blackballed. You're not. Nobody not stopping you from making money, and that's the only thing that you're required to live. Right? You have to pay your bills. You have to, and these things does make sense. It keep a organized system is fear. It's fear. Cause look on the countries where all these things are marginalized or written off and people just free roam and do what the fuck they please. This is what happens. You have people like myself who lives in an unbridled corruption. They have nobody to go to. They've lived all they know is this one thing and either been working against it or trying to be complacent as possible so they can one day get the position to have security or either die. You know the difference with me that is either um finding a way or die trying or just fatally ending my own life. Cause all the work I put out, I don't know, but I don't know if I could have gone out that way because I was in extreme turmoil, because of the betrayal, whole heap of things, whole heap of things. My mental and health state wasn't good, you see me? And then everyone I encountering was just being shallow, mean, deceptive, deceitful, a whole heap of things. I always encounter with one type of people, so I'm saying like, you know, for the good people out there, I seen y'all, and it just embarrassing to myself that I not in a position of security. 'Cause I don't know, maybe you people encounter people who you try to help and they done you terribly. You done you terribly. And that's why these people, majority people, end up in those positions. And these people so fortunate to have gotten help and be still be, and have the strength and vigor to clearly move forward, but they choose to, you know, be that way, and maybe even sabotage a little bit of stuff that going on with yourself, and and it's just a crazy cycle. It's just a crazy. It don't make any sense. 'Cause if I'm in a compromisable position to, if not, then that means that this person wasn't in a compromisable position. You see me? Yeah, you get me? They weren't in a compromisable position. 'Cause if somebody was in a compromisable position, that wouldn't be the first thing to come to their mind. Let me tell you that. If I know I was in a compromise, my anybody who came to help me, or I don't really like certain type of help. 'Cause some people feel like um to give you scraps with this charity thing. I don't like. You know me? I don't really like charity. 'Cause I have to wait until you feel like, or when you can give me whatever, and I maybe need to eat now, I maybe need clothes, I maybe need shelter now, I maybe need all these things. No. So instead of giving me some charitable act that not going to change my life in the long run, I just going to able to eat today, or whenever I need to eat and build up my strength to protect myself, to secure my things and stuff like that. I can't be in the streets, or you see me. So I say like The abuse is unreal. I can't take it no more. And the humiliation and the this and the that, the craziness, I can't take, cause these people, I don't know. If hell is a real place, and this is why I'm saying, like, if these people are allowed in heaven, or any of these people are allowed in heaven, I feel like, and then whatever I feel suicidal, and they say like, if you commit suicide, it's either two things: your soul not going to either go hell or heaven, or you're going to be banished to hell. I'm not a sinner. I'm not a sinner, but I feel like God forsaken me. So if God wants to send me even for that court, cause the everything is there. I witness everything. I witness everything. Maybe certain things wasn't clear to my memory now, but the feeling's still there. And you know, being certain, sometimes it come back up in dreams. Sometimes, for me, even it will just the true the truth will just blurt out into my subconscious mind, out of my subconscious mind to my conscious mind of something that happened 10, 5, 15, 16 years ago, something I never really understood. And it would just come to me. Clairvoyance would just come to me now about it, and I say like, it just made me feel screwed up on the inside. It made me feel hurt. God, I felt um hurt back then, but I didn't understand why, so I brushed it off, and as long as I could, I keep on walking or keep on doing some or preoccupy my time, you know. I kept on going, and I took school seriously. I took school way too seriously, right? I never understood the indoctrination, right? I kind of did, and like passively resisted against it. So that's why I still wasn't effeminized like rest of males like you see in society now. They're very effeminate. So that's why whenever I go into the work setting, or I get you put me in any job, I always outwork them, right? Even my superiors are outwork, because I have a male mindset. I don't try to dominate over others, or others do. I think others do have this impression. I don't know why, because I don't come into your space. I don't come say anything to you. So I feel like these people just corrupt. They just corrupt and just want to use an scapegoat to unveil their corruption. Because I don't pay them no mind. The only person I've ever had an issue with, or is myself and my past self. Because I feel like I have to always try, because of the circumstance I'm in. There's no settling with today, the person I'm today. I hate the person I am today, because I want to do better than him tomorrow. Because if I don't feel like, especially after I got my work and I was going through all those issues, I feel like even now, I feel like if I can be better tomorrow, if I can do something better tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know, and this is what I feel even fueling my suicidal thoughts. I think this is what fueling it, cause how cool it don't make any sense. My position don't make any sense. You know, these suffering, and all I'm doing is having faith in God, and all I seen is the same thing. Nothing really changed. I don't see what kind of miracle. What I don't see what kind of miracle can happen. And usually, what I come to realize, there was no miracle that ever happened in my life. It's just really and truly, I work hard. or I outwitted someone, and I just gave credit that I credited that. A lot of times when I don't really, I may be fatigued and stuff like that. Like I wasn't really thinking, but still able to come out not unscathed. Cause I keep on saying I come out unscathed, and I've been hurt more in the real way. And then with all the beating, then I don't get out of anything unscathed. I don't get out of anything unscathed. Because my enemy just think like that. I want me to feel this impression like I done something wrong. So that's why I escape or I treat them or, I need to stop. I don't know. I know my man with no mother. I got our father, and I never had that nurturing, anything. I know a lot of people well, maybe have this impression with their own families that their own families doesn't receive or they never got that. So I'm telling you, you don't know what it is. You don't know. You maybe deluded yourself because he's not here. I'm not here to come and judge people. Cause I really tell you honest truth. If you, I don't really care. If you don't oppose me or not, you see me. I don't care what you do in your past or whatever. To me personally, seeing how people speak and comment on it, I don't think care what you do. And that's the thing what I see in society. What they want to hold grounds with people and judge people and say like try to by association. I don't have no control. This verse, I don't keep this person. This person live in my life in my body. That person they live in their life in their body. That don't mean anything what they're doing. You see me? If this person is ready to die for me or will defend me or will secure me or make sure things all right with me or will worry about me. You not wasn't worrying about me, but you come and judging me when this person who maybe is a whole or whatever, I don't know. Cause I never know. I never know. You see me? Cause people think say you know, cause you deal with people, and I see a lot of people they come and see overtly. Say these people and y'all people don't care. Y'all people don't care. So you see me? It's a thing where it's just if it's not you, go come judge and cast judgment on all these things. But that's all life is. Think about say, maybe never know. Maybe never know. Yeah, now who cares? Why should I care whatever this person? Well, as long as they're not doing it to me, then I should be Gucci. But in the whole crazy confusion, all these things, cause whenever I notice I stand up for the right of others and this and that, I always end up get the short stick in the deal, or So when me saying this, it's from empirical observation, from what I experience, is less efficient, right? Well, it's not that I just come to this conclusion. I just seen like all of my energy. I don't have no energy for myself right now, emotionally or mentally. So when I see people act a certain way and how I acting right now, or say the stuff I saying, cause I don't have the energy to give someone and who not going to reciprocate it. Cause when that energy gone, it's just gone forever. It's just gone forever. right? My perspective might sound warp, but is the whole scale, is the fundamental property of what is going on in reality right now, right? Because if you're not going to reciprocate your loyalty, how can I give, especially if I don't know you, right? And many of my encounters is with people who are like this. So the way you describe them is maybe, oh, that person is disloyal, right? Disloyal. And that's a cool way to put it. That's a cool way to put it. But I don't know how much longer I can keep put up with this. I don't know how long I can put up with this. All heap of things are putting on me, and I'm doing all sort of crazy stuff. It's just beyond my mind to talk about majority of the stuff. Cause I'm not really a big complainer. I just like to do things, get things done. Cause this is I'm not, I'm not eating, I'm not gaining nothing from complaining. I am absolutely not gaining nothing. Cause YouTube is not paying me. This is nothing against YouTube. It's nothing against YouTube. I just clearly establishing that none of my content is fake or false. I don't even get any little to no views, right? On this platform, I noticed, cause when I my old platform, a lot of weird people used to bombers my platform, and it made me feel very, very uncomfortable. Cause they'll come, and some of them will come under the prospect of being, they want to reach out. So when I respond, I get these weird commentary, these weird responses, or no, when we're communicating, I'm not liking the vibe. Especially, I got caught up with one, and that person was trying to enslave me, like whole grounds. This woman, I don't know where the jokes, cause people, what with these cruel people. I noticed they like to make it seem like what they're doing is satirical or funny, so it does make you seem foolish. I don't know what their intent was, because after a while, I didn't want to deal with this woman. I didn't want to deal with this woman. I don't know why, what grounds caused her to even reach so far with me, or why she had to reach so far with me, or what did I do to this woman. Okay, I'll give my all my other. I still don't know why they did what they did. Maybe some of them why I was personally pursued. Why was it made personal? I did not disrespect this lady. I did not. Maybe she had her ideas and things about me, but why that made you feel like that she had to be there, gone and done that? You even tried to ruin my reputation on the internet for no reason. And that's why I saying, like, why these people always go with it, and then they always try to presume the the position of victimhood so they can propagate and people believe them, and so many people go out and believe them. I go out and believe them and try undermine what I saying, and I'm saying, like, why people doing this when I'm the younger one in the I'm this woman was a whole of 30 whatever, and I maybe I can pardon. I'm not pardoning it, but say the guys hate me. Why you women taking it up too against me? You see me? I'm not saying a lot of y'all, but it don't seem like y'all really care or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just saying from the stuff that I seen and the commentary I got. 'Cause, you know, when they compromise that, whoever compromised that page. 'Cause I don't know. I thought it was the crazy lady. Then I thought it was my handler. Then I don't know anymore. I don't know. You see, man, I just have to accept certain things. I just never know. There's a lot of things in life you'll just never get the answer to. You'll never get nothing. Cause I used to even up to this year, I used to even still try to, cause I felt something I did wrong that caused her to be that way towards me or lash out on me and be like that with me. When, I came to her polite and I came to her like a human being supposed to be. I never really do anything wrong, right? She just started abusing me. So I say like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Cause I thought it was just only these people. Then I seen like even people way off that have nothing to do with this. You see me? And then she bring even a guy to even come with his perversion to me. So I just like my mind can't take it. My mind can't take it. Cause I saying like I want to escape, but these people were in the places that I wanted to escape to. I'm not saying like why I always, cause I see a lot of people online who don't seem like they've ever encountered these things. So why I can't have some normalcy, right? Why can't I have normalcy? Cause when I come to these people, when I try to reach out or this and that, I encounter all these corrupt people. Cause they all it seems like the corrupt people set themselves into places where they can be as corrupt as possible to other people. You see me and just control, they just play gatekeeper. They just play gatekeeper. And I noticed now with my friend too, cause she seemed like a gatekeeper. But I don't really care no more. I don't want to care about these things because I don't want to talk about these things because it's not doing nothing for me. It's not benefit. It does. And the thing is with the whole world, everybody talking about all the conspiracy theories. But if certain stuff only affect one person, you wouldn't care. If it would be only that person's problem. But all of these things, I don't ever get for care about any of those things that are going on in the world. Y'all talking about World War III. Man, say, all right, cool, cool. Anything that can level and even the ground field for everybody. Then man say, okay, me ready for war then. Cause if we not go around and shoot up people or throw bombs, that don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. I wish you could have throw a bomb right here, so cause it would just be fear. Cause I don't want to be here anyways. I don't want to be here. And you would just level my and all of my people, the people who doing these things to me. You see me? Cause have the ability to travel and do all these things, and I hear suffering, suffering in silence. And that's what my enemy, all these wicked people, tell me for God to suffer. And I don't do these people nothing. I just been minding my own business. They've been doing these things for the longest while. You see me? And nobody cares. Everybody talking like that for humanity. And this and that. But it's cool. It's cool if y'all want to exclude me in the whole scope of things. You know? If God forsaken me or whatever. Because that's the same thing Jesus said in his last dying moments, how you forsaken me, Father. So if it's just me here to test y'all people, just test y'all people, I just send here to see, all right, I'm going to send this guy to see if these people intentions true, if they can be permitted to going the gates of heaven or whatever, right? Right? Like father. To me, that's just you sending somebody to be father. So I don't get the good end of the deal. Cause the whole of my life been like worse than saying this shit is an understatement. You see me? I lived in literal hell, and I live around demons. You see me? And there's nothing. Cause all these Christian, like, for pretend like this is what I tell people who are Christian online. Cause real life Christian, there is no Christian in this country. But real life Christian, what you say don't matter to anybody. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Matter of fact, you just unveiling to your you just telling your enemies, you just empowering your enemies about you. Because when I used to do that, that's all I was doing. And I just was taking it and using it to twist my ankle, twist my arm. You see me? So this is what I need. This is why God, they say God working silence. Because you know stuff like that. Cause if him can do people like this, send people for live life like this where them life meaningless and nothing. That though must be you must entertain your mind in the realms that this man, you know, there's no consequence for him. Nobody not watching over him or saying nothing to him. So him can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. People want to talk about, oh, God this, God that. What's stopping him? Your opinion's not stopping him. Your opinions and feelings, cause his mind is above yours. So in the whole scope of everything, what's in your energy before you set time into stopping what is the inevitable, right? What wasn't even inevitably are making inevitable now. Cause now we is going to go to World War III because women can't shut them out. And I'm just gonna be honest, cause even women saying it now, and they're finding other women annoying, which is in the whole scope of it, still pointless or even meaningless or in itself stupid. Cause I don't really care what other men think. Um, cause when guys talking about that going turn gay, to me, me I say I want more females for me, like more. You see me? But I know I come to understand now as an adult, say females don't like that. Like, oh, you're just seeing it as like, oh, more females for you. That's how I used to think when I younger, and there was all these guys saying like, "How the fuck we?" And I always saying like, "How the fuck are we kids? We're still kids." And you're talking about your gay. What in your right mind can make you construe such ideas? To me, a person still saying that they're gay, and it's gotten more vicious. It's gotten more this. It's so messy. You see me? It's so messy. Cause even in my country, I don't even know where teeth. Cause they claim they oppose gay, but it seems like they're just attractive, right? That's what it seems like. It just seems like they are against males, and they use this homosexual when they are under the sheet, homosexual and the insecure. You being a heterosexual male does not make anything better. So they want to bring you to your knees so they can. Cause a lot of them I see when big men come to me and want to buy me drink or this and that, and they And then for some reason, some of them effeminate males think I'm nice or think I'm some charitable guy to give my last dollar or I've seen me working hard for go give them money. Right? So I say like none of these things make any sense. So I say like it's just cause I can't fight against cause if I was an attractive guy I feel like at one point at time because of the self-esteem issue, I felt like any way I take it, it would be like this. It would, the stuff I was under, the stuff I was under, cause people used to even try to make me feel insecure about myself, like I wasn't something there enough or in that way, you know. And then I took at a young age, you take females now, females at that age, attention for granted, cause you don't see them as friends or sisters. As an adult, when you get that female attention, it is so much different. It's not different, but now, especially in the state of destitute that I in, and I seen like this, as a kid, how much you take things for granted. You know, how much you take things. God, even back then, how I used to survive too is on some of my female friends. Although I used to be that, I think they think I was snobbish or I turn up my nose to certain things. I don't know why people always think I'm being snobbish when I think because masculinity has been taken away or certain women don't know what is they can't identify or they always think masculinity is innately evil, so when they see it in its pure construct they can't really, cause I feel like if they really had grounds with me and reason with me to make me feel less insecure about my, cause they don't know where it coming from. I feel like because I was an orphan, right? You know, taking these charity car all them time here, like, nah, like, and then for eat from people, I just felt like poor and like screwed up. I felt like, I felt that way, if I take something from this strange female, like she not really obligated to do, then it's just little stuff. I shouldn't have make a big deal out of it. I don't know where my conceptions come from and where, but it does feel like these people just been abusing me in all sort of way to be against my own self. You see me, cause I started avoiding these people, cause I felt ashamed. I felt ashamed on the inside. I couldn't express it or articulate it. Even I remember the last time I saw one of my female, I turned my back on. They were horrible to mistake. It was horrible. You know, the cruelty. Um, but seeing the, I don't rate my things off of views. I don't rate my things off of views, cause if you're not coming with anything, entertaining or impactful or anything like that, cinematic or anything, people not going to be really interested. Cause at the end of the day, although people as negative as they want to be, they're not trying to really answer. It seems like people seek out negativity. They don't seek out things like sinful things. That's what they seek out. Dark things. Some of them females will take up a grimoire or read some fuckery about some ancient demon, primordial demon called Lily, right? Before they watch my extreme oppression like myself, or hear conspiracy and entertain their minds with not women but people. You see me, all these stuff y'all hearing, y'all don't really care about what's going on. Y'all really don't care what's going on. And I'm saying, I know what's going on. I telling you, if you really was in a detrimental state, you would feel as confused as me. Right? I'm not saying I'm fundamentally confused, as in what gay people are, but I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what's going to happen next. That's what nothing. The whole of my life has been unpredictable, and I've been working with it. Right. So I'm saying like I'm grateful for the little stuff that I had gotten through with. You see me? You see me? I had gone through with. You see me? So I just should be thankful that you know and I don't have any STDs or anything. I don't know how to come out of if with this. I would just like to just get a fresh start somewhere else. Get a fresh start. Cause I did not do this. And I know people. I just feel like regardless if all of these things was entertain, all of these things, cause the people is just the people. The only reason why it able to happen, cause the people stay the way they are. So even if my sisters didn't was abusive towards me, and they're women, you know, I understand that there wasn't of that age of maturity, you know, to secure me. Maybe it would have just them not being so toxic, so corrupt, would have made me less more vulnerable. Although I'm vulnerable, not in the sense that people know vulnerable, it would have made me more feel more secure to be let my guard down all the time, and I would have been more effeminate, right? I would have been more feminine, or I wouldn't be work as hard. I wouldn't work as hard as I do or put out an effort. Cause I feel like things not going not under my control, right? So put out an effort. So I look on it like that. And maybe but in the whole scale of things, even with me being this way, I'm not doing anything, and these people blackball me. These people do all sort of crazy stuff to me. These people still intending to do some crazy stuff or whatever. So I'm saying like, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I just can't take how I have to go out there and get. I have my last dollar. I'm not gonna make it seem no way. And for some weird reason, everything closed out here on Sunday. 'Cause nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. I would work every day of the week just to I feel good about it, be happy. I'm the only person I feel like out there that would work every day of the week. and fear. Cause when I was working almost. It's just one day I didn't work, which was Saturday, and I was so joyful. You couldn't get anybody more joyful than me. It's just the night shift. Cause I took the night shift. Maybe I should have took the day shift, but I felt like my body needed more time to recuperate and recover after all the other stuff. And even though my body feeling like, you know, that's why I'm not going out there to look. I don't really like to look for things like that anymore. Cause, when you got to find the disappointment and you have to reach back and come back, I don't like to come back empty handed. But the thing is, I don't have the strength to go any further or push further than like I used to do. So I say like I know certain people don't live their life like that. So it's a hard concept to grasp. Uh, but that's how my life has always has been. Isn't it? Even the stuff that going on now is like unimaginable, right? Right? Let me explain some. I know this might in the future compromise me, but this is YouTube, and I don't think much certain type of people will be even attracted to attract any attention to my videos or anything. But it can incriminate me in some way or harshly affect me, and I do. It's something I really appreciative of, anyways too. Cause that's the only reason that make me hold any grounds. Is my supporting belief that there's some reasoning behind this, behind what I'm going through. But I come into, it's just I just exploited some the stupidity or whatever big word I can use to cover that. But it's just to let me explain it. You know what had happened? These people had broken my house, and I'm very confused. They just stayed here and abused me, oppressed me, nearly try attempt to kill me several times. And them and my nephew, right? And they abused me and try to undermine me and try to belittle me. They even refer to my nephew as the fucking uncle. And then what my sister saw that gave him all the power with his crew, and then they tried to do all of these stuff, and then they were just trying to stay here, and my sister was paying the light bill and all them stuff there. They got tired to go to her because she only paid it whenever she felt like to, right? And they had to grovel and beg her, and she did it, but they needed to take away the control from her. So what they had done, they needed to take away the control from her. So what they had done is, they got one of their friends or someone in the light, who bridge lights out here in the company, in 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 the company. His name is Frenchman. Let me establish that. Cause I personally is just a victim, and I just taking advantage, not taking. I'm just taking advantage of it now after all of these things. You see, because the police corrupt. The police knew of this. The police know everything, and they refuse, and they constantly beat me up on site. So I think with the whole thing, with the whole scales of things and how it going on, I with the country and all that stuff here, I think because of the corruption is why it's even happening, you know. But I think that if anything, I should get that. Not should, but it should be. You can't turn a blind eye to that, right? Although people will frown up because they don't want me to live. Because why they doing these things in the first place and then expect me, and then every time I overcome it, they still frown. So I don't get what's the purpose or what if it's in good faith, if it's in good faith, because it started with me really when it got escalated to this demonic level is 21. It was always demonic, and I just been um blinding myself with stuff people saying online about racism and this and that. Cause I needed an outlet, right? And I felt like I had this impression that I knew stuff, right? So I went on the internet and starts not me, but in people comment section, and even I finding it annoying now, cause I say like, what's the purpose of these things? Cause it not, when I started working, I don't know why people do these things, or why people even entertain these people and give these people their money. Cause these people, when I got in their group, their personal circle, which I wasn't trying to look any power or that, I just wanted to be part of something that could, in the whole, benefit my future. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't know what the fuck I was. I just was in a depressive state. And anybody, well, not anybody, because, I used to be a very resentful to, for a little period of time, whenever it suit me, or whenever, the internet or media fuel you to be that way, to be against white people. I just gotta be honest. I'm not be against, but just, and it's not only white people, it's any group that is non-black and that say anything that you feel like act superior, move in a superior way. So, there's no real logics behind it. I think like people should come to understand now. There's no real logics behind anything that's Pan African or it's not fundamentally. There's no foundation. There's no foundation or anything. It's just based upon bitter, angry people, and I think that's what Bondocs, bitter, angry, evil people, and that's what I feel like Bondocs was alluding to. I remember watching that show when I got older and felt like there was a hidden message, and don't know. It said the same thing. Nothing. There's nothing to the path theology or mentality or psychology. And I don't know what people will want to consider me as. Cause many people consider me as some whatever. Some people consider me as black Jew. Some people consider me as a coolie. Some people consider me as a nigger. Some people consider me as whatever. Yeah, mine. I even see people who want attempted upon my life was trying for um and the funniest thing to this was from a light skinned guy too, trying to construe me as being descendant of a white man who is the oppressor. But when these people come around white people, their face change because they want something from them. They want something from them. You see me? So when you don't have nothing for offer physically, these people, no. But I don't even know how to put it because there's a lot of confusion, and I think the reason why, one of the reason why, well, when I've been around a lot of illiterate people, and I start developing, and women, I don't get women, even especially in this country, like you know, to act in this manner is not healthy as a man. I don't think it's healthy for anybody. Because women like these things and they pressure you to stay like this. They actually, so when people think that certain men going on for a reason, for something, and I'm telling you, whatever your thoughts was, why you started conducting yourself, it's true. They'll eat you alive, bro. They're man eater, like the song said. She's a man eater. She's a man eater. You see me? Cause they stay just like that, bro. You see me? Cause they ruin. I don't even know. I wasn't even trying to make any woman ruin my life. They just. You see me? About people, women were already ruining my life, and the rest of them just come and just broke down the door for come ruin my life too. You see me? Master like John Star. John Star. John Star. You know, it's just like dark how things are. You know what? Anybody who watch this in the future, especially this video, you know, I greatly appreciate you and the time that you put into this. You know, if it help you in any kind of way, that's a plus for me. That's a plus for me. But if you can sympathize or empathize and you reach this far, you know, although in the scale, the long scale of it, it's pointless. But if it brings you to fear something imminent, you know, it make you feel like you have done something or you made some kind of mistake or you something going on and I make you bring you some kind of understanding or intuition or make your intuition or make you less doubt your intuition, then that's not the help as in to talk to somebody, right? So you need to get your shit together and uh, don't know, especially if you are of a certain age, you definitely need to get your shit together. When the bomb drop, nobody don't care for nobody. The bomb not looking for say, oh, you is not a sinner or you never do anything wrong. Everybody dead. Or whoever catch you, it's just you bomb up. You know, so everybody, I don't think everybody in the world like football, like, you know, I don't want to say everybody, but to me, it just don't feel that way. And it's hard to use any other um, languages or referring it to any other way. But you know, I don't know what will ever happen or if things will change. If I haven't killed myself, how long will it be working on it? You know, right now I'm trying to think of something. I thought, you know, thinking of, I had applied to government job. I don't really get called back, and it's two at links actually too. And so I say like these people really against me if I get some woman on the inside. So still yet she call me and tell me so I'm supposed to get call like Friday or Thursday. Between those 2 days, I still haven't gotten a call now. So I say like these people really working out car. You know how much it kills me. I have to kill up myself to get that. So I say like y'all know a star. He's just hideous. He's just hideous. I don't want to do any normal job. I can't work inside the office anymore because of the whole craziness, especially how hard it is to run it, then keep it. That they try fire before you get paid. Well, they always try fire me before I get paid. They like to, a lot of people like to interfere. I don't like my comfort. I like my, whenever I work, I prefer my solitude. You see me? I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I feel like I need help. I need some support. You see me? I can't be doing all of these stuff, coming home, cooking, cleaning, this and that. You see me? Especially when I'm depressed. You see me? And then I'm expected to come out and carry stupid bitches on there and bring them out to eat. No, get the fuck out here. I don't know these bitches. I don't owe them nothing. You see, for what? Take my hard-earned money to carry some fluid. I'm not saying this to attack against women. Women on a whole. Women, I would love to take some of you serious ones or real ones out. You know, 'cause I know that there's going to be a sense of loyalty. There's going to be a sense of, realistic things that I can work with. But no, no, no. I can't no fuck me a fat bitch. And, I don't really care about my circumstances. So put that car, they're really disgusting. They're really disgusting human beings. And, you know, funny enough, not this one, but my other sister was a public fat bitch. I never knew at the time because of my child innocent mindset, right? Isn't it? But I don't really care. People who got my person, people who not gay like me. I hold my perspective on politics. I might not use it to inconvenience myself, right? If I need to, like, I used to work in call center, so if the person online, because everybody have this kind of stereotype of Jamaica, I feel like all of the stereotype in media, maybe some, maybe a few, like I read in comic books or whatever, those are the only ones I see, like, you know, I still don't think they have an understanding of our culture, well, our identity as a whole, right? So they only show the African side. I don't know what which people want to consider me Indian, because it seems like with just how the world works, um, whether you be indigenous to America, I don't know. To these people, I don't look African enough. I clearly see that my supervisor told me that I'm not African enough. So I say like, I just feel like I live in between worlds. Well, in between this world is just pure chaos. Isn't it? I never directly get that energy from any white person or any person outside of my ethnicity, right? Or outside of my country, right? I never get that energy, right? So I'm indigenous to here, to my knowledge. Well, going on things that I was never there. So anybody can write down, say anything. You know, that's why I notice people say anything. People say anything. So you know, I just know that I'm not entirely African. That's based upon empirical observation. You know, and it confused me. I was nobody was more Polish as I noticed than me, but I say that was only part of the confusion because they're not for anybody, even my friend. All when she came across, she was a Pan African, and this was all about that. All I noticed anytime these people come across me, all of those ideologies with helping this and doing this and go through the door, go through the door and they become toxic or oppressive. So I don't know if this is just a narrative or talking points or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, I don't really like touching anything. You know. It's always such a big deal. It's always when she want to get personal, she want to get into my life. I can't say anything. You know, it's always so toxic. I mean, you know, she's my only friend. She's my only, the only person I can go to and talk to. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. You know, that's what I think. But you know, she's a retired host, so what I expect. What I expect. And I know a lot of women very feel like that's a low blow, this and that. You know, I'm trying to tell y'all I'm Christian and so certain things I'm not even supposed to entertain in the first place. That's why you see the Christians them say the way they say because they feel like the spiritual under attack. So that's why they feel like they need to go on a crusade or acting a manner, but they don't understand strategy. All of this in warfare being dominant don't always win your battles. Going out here and putting your life on the line or putting your ideology on the line don't win battles. You know me? You don't even have to be passive. You know me? Passive or passive aggressive to win battles. You just don't have to say anything. Don't make these people know that you're a Christian. Don't make, listen, you're not hiding your beliefs. But like the Muslims them say, anything that religion support, like the Muslims treat their religion, anything of importance to you, you keep it as to yourself. That's your private. That's your private. You don't care what these people want to say about your religion. You're not looking for validation. You know, you don't want to be in a position where I'm telling you, you don't want to be in a position where you have to seek out validation. Because that's what the people not going. First of all, people not going to be here for the exception. Cause look at my face. I don't say grandeur or whatever, you know. But when before the only encounter that I had when I had that big number on my other page was weird people and people coming on my I would make my life stream. A lot of people come and say mean shallow things. Just a few people. Like one or two person. Like you don't even sure if maybe this is my mind playing tricks on me, but you don't sure if they're just saying it satirically and the citizens down there watching you taking indictment or enjoying your pain and suffering. You know, you don't know. And that's why you see the just constantly have to say. That's what the main motive of why I never use and not share blindness and ignorance to how YouTube works. You know, I don't understand how certain things that are really true, and then other things I'm just very informed, even if I not particularly dive deep into it. But as the world is now, as an iceberg, a lot of things there is to dive deep, like a lot of crazy stuff. And for some reason, I always feel affinity to alchemy. I subconsciously feel like I recognize certain symbols, but maybe it's just a fluke. Cause my personality and the stuff I go through maybe mess me up where I just think things. Cause a lot of things I felt like the woo, you know, a lot of things I just felt like was deja vu. And I'm saying like that's why I felt like there was some kind of meaning to life more than it is. I'm not saying like I wanted to be called forth for any big thing or not like that, right? Or I feel like I'm more important than anybody else, but how hideous it was, I had to listen to it or whatever. So I was saying like I just felt like there was more meaning to life, but I guess the meaning is nothing for me, But I was saying like I don't really, I don't really business about these little fuckers out here. So that's why I even really come to media to help real people in real life situations to tell them like you know with me it's the same thing like I come across a video or some book or some of value to help me with my situation, but I don't know. But if this can help you understand your circumstance, I know I was saying a lot of curse stuff, and maybe kids wouldn't sit down and watch this because they think like, oh, they go get in trouble, or they're not supposed to listen. No, no. When you get older, it make no sense. It's better you get used to that kind, cause it's going to be all that all day, and you're going to be constantly. You see me, so it's better you're making these kids weak. It's not really helping them. Cause it wasn't when people weakening me, never really helped me. Cause I went round and just seemed like a naive fool. Cause certain people, I remember guys be stepping on my shoe, destroy my whole shoe now, right? Be stepping on my brand new shoes. These big older men just constant. I'll just be saying, "Oh, that's all right, man." You see me thinking nothing of it, saying like when suspiciously now guys just be stepping on my shoe so much when before they weren't. I never encountered people, but when I bought I got these new shoes, these new clean looking loafers. Now people just stepping, I can't help but to step on my shoe. You see me, so I'm saying like thinking of it now, it does seem weird. You see me, so I'm saying like if this helps someone to realize or come to some, I don't deal with witchcraft. I notice like I've been listening to them Torah people, them Torah people. Just avoid them. Just avoid them. Cause the Bible said that's witchcraft. You see me? That's probably you need for go on your own. Cause I know that was enticing to me too. But right to make me give me hope, to tell me how the future say everything gonna be alright or this or that. And then they come back and double back with a video, oh everything going, oh you're going to go through some this or that. It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. You see me, so I say like, I stop listening to them, man. Uh, I don't see how it helping me or benefiting me. You know, some of them are still support, but not from a distance. Uh, I still going through shit. Still going. I've always gone through shit. I don't know. I don't want to go through shit till the day I die. I wish I had like a more of a comfort. Like I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even care. I don't even know what to say anymore. More pertaining to the ramblings. So maybe I should just come off now. Right. Uh, and that's to shout out to YouTube. 'Cause I noticed I said certain things earlier. I'm very appreciative of your platform, regardless of whatever anybody wants to say about me or think about me or you think of my earlier statement. I do really appreciate YouTube because it gave me a platform to have an outlet. And so much of my time, you know, I don't want to put it this way, but so much of my time, if YouTube never exists, I don't know how I would have managed. People want demonize YouTube and stuff like that. I don't know how I would have managed. Majority of my information and my knowledge, I can say, you know, come from YouTube. When I used to go school and I had school projects or homework or a test coming up, I used to go straight to YouTube, and YouTube had the answers. YouTube had the this and the that to help me. You know, YouTube helped me with CXC. YouTube helped me with Cape. You know, so I was fortunate to even had some triumphs in my endeavors. All the people was oppressing me, doing all sorts of stuff to set me up as a failure. Teachers, families, strangers, this and that. I still have something to, you know, and YouTube was did that for me. It's how you use YouTube. I maybe don't use YouTube to the way it's supposed to, or I used to, or the way I still kind of use YouTube as comfort now, but only as comfort. I don't try to listen to negative, especially as lately. I don't try to listen to negative videos or violent content anymore. 'Cause I just want to give my mind a break from that. Every day is violence for me in reality. Every day is violence. All when I'm in solitude or nobody's around, it's just pure violence. 'Cause I know in the moment I go out there, and if I go out there not ready or unprepared, is it that for me? So I say like, it's all cool, all cool. It's not really cool. It's something I just say when I'm in a lot of discontent or discomfort, or I feel extremely hurt with something. So I'll come on this and pour out my heart. I tell YouTube, say, although I say like I'm not getting paid, I don't even know how. I don't even have the requirements for you to pay me. I have a debit card, but I live in um this country, so I need a master visa card, and these people won't let me get no master visa card, and I don't understand why. I really don't. Cause what make me any different? I'm not doing anything illegal. I've never done anything illegal in my life. I know how people maybe start. I never come on my page with that. But I've been, you know, I'm not trying to use I'm being a good person. I don't even like playing the nice guy or the guy. He's going to be a big inconvenience to me. I make people feel like they can come and abuse me. I don't try to play the nice guy. Maybe work out for some other guys where they can totally emasculate themselves and this and that. I don't understand. I don't get room for do that. You're so fortunate. You're so fortunate that you can even go on and abusing multitude of people by being a nice guy. I can't even get that. Cause the moment I get out, people abuse me. And when I play like the bad guy or I just play a man in the man role. People will fuck off. People will fuck off and leave me alone. Or they don't want bother me anymore. Or they feel threatened in the right way. Cause you don't want people feel threatened in the wrong way. They can be threatened, but don't feel intimidated, right? And you don't want to give off that. But a lot of things for a lot of ignorant people, it's hard to really intimidate them if you haven't done anything to them in the first place. So that's how they start off the precursor. That's the precursor. You never do me anything in the first place, but I don't like you. So let me see if I can. Let me test you. Let me test you. Cause that's what they always test. They do. I remember like I was at a bar and this guy had a gun. I knew he had a gun in his bag. Cause I stepped outside the bar for a minute, right? And I was there, and for some reason, I thinking that these people think I'm crazy why they go off like that. I'm right there, and he knows I'm right there, and I hear everything what this brother saying. So instead of running off, right? Cause I don't want to seem suspicious, like I heard, right? Cause him just would have shoot me in my back the moment I ran off. Cause he was in there bragging about how he's going to kill me right now. Watch. So this is for sure you the treasury of these people. And why I don't trust none of these people out here. Cause this guy is supposed to cool with and the man I tell me for go back in the bar after the man tell literally him say him go kill me. And he must say, yo, why you don't go back in the bar? So me knowing everything, me know this information and say, yo, you know what? Let me play ball. Right, Carl? I really shouldn't have come out here in the first place. But I really shouldn't have come up there in the first place. I should have just go about my business. But I say I go and play a ball, right? And really what chopped me was the rain. It started raining. So I said I go play ball, right? So I go now and start talking with this brother, right? So now him trying to blame me for something that had nothing to do with me. Uh, uh, I don't even understand. Cause he talking about his brother, police lock up his brother. I saying, yo, the amount of time I've been insulted by police and this and I say, what the fuck this brother talking about? Like, for blame me, and are you actually doing stuff out there? So I had to play like I was doing stuff out there too. Uh, I know people too. So what I do, when I see like him going go for the gun, I jump up fast and like go on like I can't hear yourself properly from here and get closer. Cause I know probably heard stories or stuff that goes on or whatever. So me I say like I get closer to him, so I'm not got issue to cause him don't see nobody move like that. I'm probably thinking say, oh him probably him make me hear everything him say. So you see me? Him probably thinks that me vicious like him now. Just stick around cause a normal man would have run away or try to get away. Why would I stick around for? You see me, so that intimidate him, and you see like less and less him look like him want attempt for grab for the gun. You see me, and I just stood right there, so right beside him the whole must say an hour, waiting for him to grab the gun to grab it from him. You see me? And he don't him put him back behind him back, and then him stop talking about the fucker him was talking about. Him a try vent about to me and act like it's my fault. Him even say I look like him even articulate like if me was a white man. That's why you hear me say those stuff earlier. So I say like, yo, when I got home safely, I say, yo, I could have died right there, you know? Cause I went out frivolously and carefree and thinking so people just going open arms and welcome you wherever you go, and people who, yes, I never trust this guy. I never really do. I never, I just talk to this guy because this guy talk to me. I don't really tell him anything. Whenever I go anywhere, I'm very quiet. I don't talk to anybody because I don't know anybody. Right? So there's no reason for me to talk. And people always make it seem weird. And I seen that that's just um the misfortune. Say people just want to know my business so they can go and use it against me. That's why them always going like it's so weird for me not to talk. And I used to feel like I was a weirdo or I'm crazy or this or that. When it don't even make any sense, cause um if you look statistically or if you look scientifically or psychologically from their evidence, it's the people who talk a lot tend to be crazy because they have a lot of things preoccupying their brain. Like even say, all right, you could consider this moment where me come on the internet as a crazy episode, right? I wouldn't mind, because I do feel like it's a crazy episode. That's why you don't really see me on this doing it, especially anymore, right? Because I'm trying to find myself, I'm working on myself, and I'm out there trying to do stuff, right? Trying to get stuff done, right? So I say like people who talk a lot have a lot of things running through their mind. Some people out there don't have anything to worry about, but they have certain things running through their mind and they just go off on it for no reason. They don't really try to understand why they feel this way, right? But they just go off. They just go off on it and they say a lot of slanderous stuff. Like maybe even I do it too, right? But am I right or what am I saying is accurate? That's what it comes down to. But nobody back check or double check to see if what they're saying is accurate, right? And that's why I'm saying, that's why I leave my information on this with what I my story, so people can back check. Cause I sure know say if anybody do a back check, they'll find out say everything. What I'm saying, if you don't want to believe it's accurate, cause it's only you, it is valid in the whole scope of things is valid. But nobody want to investigate the crimes that have been done. Nobody even want to consider the stuff that has been done to me as a crime. I noticed that even with my friend, right? Things that would be considered a crime or a human right violation in your country or your community, for me, it's not the same. And that to me, as a man, is really hurtful. 'Cause I'm not respected. My life is not respected. I have a whole heap of talents and skills, and my life is less respected than a dog's. That to me, that's why I don't even like animals anymore. That's the main reason I don't keep animals. I can't even afford animals. I notice animals been following me, right? Anytime I go out there, I just assume that these animals come in with the same intent as these people, right? So I say like I don't. And then I experience betrayal from the animals I used to live with. Right? I used to live with. Actually, I never even know animals can betray people like that. You get me? And treat people dirty. So I don't keep my animals. Cause I'm not cleaning up their shit. Cause I used to clean up these animals shit, and they never respected me. They never show me any love, like what people usually generate. So I was saying to me, is dumbfounding how to hear people on the internet or anywhere who would put an animal's life before a human. Cause when it come down to it, animals not don't really sympathize with caring like how a human would could. Not saying they do, but could, right? They're not going some there if shit hit the fan the animals for itself. It's only you provide it security. If you feel that's compromise, you no longer hold the dominance in the situation, they lose all respect for your life. They come and shit on your bed and still go something there with your enemy. You could be feeding it, you could be doing all sort of shit. Brushing its hair, it don't not going to give. It have no respect for you. It going to see you as the bitch. You see me say I don't have no respect for that, so I don't really keep animals around me. I don't really keep animals cause that betrayal. No. That well, I never had a dog. These people had a dog named Kyoshi. I used to clean up after it. I used to feed it until they felt like feeding it, making me the animal bond with me. So they made me stop feeding it, and they didn't feed it. It's just recently when they took out the animal, they start treating the animal better because they had to go into other people places and they couldn't make people say, oh, well, I don't know, because all these people is the same. Even the ones abroad, even the ones that's not even, they're just of the ethnic group. But I'm telling you from my first hand experience, this is not me being, as you see right here, I'm a dark skinned man. So anything I'm telling you is based upon my experience and encounter with these people. If I can save the good people in the world and warn them of these people saying like your intuition is not wrong. Whatever you're intuitively thinking is not wrong. It's maybe you maybe go about it the wrong way, but it's not wrong. That's what basically I'm saying. It's not wrong. You see me say you don't have to feel guilty. Maybe they manipulating the history and how it played out. 'Cause none of how history transpire and what's going on, the history that they want, each version of the history that they want to tell us and trickle down and tell us, don't add up or teach us in school for simplified. Don't add up to where we are in the whole scope of things. It don't add up. Don't make no sense. You see me? It don't make no sense. It in itself, it don't make any sense to the present time. Maybe other groups of people not going know, cause it's been happening behind closed doors and certain things. Y'all just want to take affinity to, or you know, y'all want to take affinity to, or take liking to, cause it brings you into a superior status in that time period. But what about now? What about now? You have a lot of things going on for you now, and bringing light to the truth, is more beneficial to the future, the next generation. Cause look on this generation, you know, I'm the few that hadn't been effeminized, but Like in the Bible, it says if you don't take on the mark of the beast, all of these things that happen to you what I experiencing. You see me? So I think the mark of the beast is the infeminization of the whole world, right? When women get too, cause we like to associate what women doing as being masculine when they're just being witches. That there's nothing masculine about how women approach being being um corrupt. There's nothing masculine. Cause usually real men usually brute force things and take things head on, and they just go with their gut feeling, right? We just go with our gut feeling whenever it comes to us. That's what men do. That's all. All this toxic shit where women, where society make up, you see me? Those men either did those things because of certain, they try to villainize certain men. Okay, they brought the crime, they broke the law and got caught. Send them to jail and shut up the fuck up about it. You already sending him, he already making your money. Shut the fuck up about it. No, them have to come with this extra narrative and make it seem like all men are evil or this and that or rated. You see me? You already him get caught and shut up the fuck up now. You see me? You see me, him get caught killing somebody, this and that, rated. They don't really investigate what actually. They just investigate. Cause some of these, they don't even these dead people that they holding whatever to. They don't even investigate if this person was a good person when him killed. Was this warranted? Cause I think like death, some in some cases, this so what the fuck you give us right to bear arms if if you defend yourself, you can go prison. You can go yeah, that don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. You see me? So like me just have this weapon, me just have this tool for just for show. You see me? Cause everybody on this is not warranted to die. But it's assumed like me can lose my entire life though. Me can die though by your decision. You see me start I saying like yo, them just need for lock up people and shut the fuck up about it. Cause everybody not the same. And everybody not going through the same thing. You see me? Everybody not going out and killing their enemies too. So if I come to have to know, and then you gonna lock me up for it, when you had this man who you locked up for, right? Were supposed to receive the death penalty, kill several people, not even of your race. Several of your people, not even of your race, right? And look how treacherous he is out to his own race. So I'm saying like, you see me? Or wherever, the country where him come from or whatever, right? Look how he's treacherous and you say like, you put him in prison for like what? Basically to me couple years and send him back home, give him a pat on his back. You see me? Then I'm watching videos of a white man kill one person and then put him on death row. I'm saying he's crazy. I don't know. So you see how things not adding up, things not adding up, things not adding up. Cause nobody not gonna tell me say, oh, this Pan African going online complaining. Cause I see how villainous you people can get, and I say like these white men who in power is not like they're unaware of this, because it's like they've been saying this. This is why they didn't want us black people in politics. This is why they didn't want black people in the banks. Cause they're doing the same thing what they're doing now. Maybe in my country. I don't know about anywhere else. I can't speak for anywhere else. Maybe I can maybe say maybe for Africa. Cause that's why Africa's so screwed up. Cause it has to be. Cause that's why my country is so screwed up. Right? So I say like, you know, this is why there's never any growth. Cause I don't feel like I really, I maybe have this impression that I'm growing, but nothing can grow around these people. That's why anywhere these people are where these people are, it's always bearing. It's always bearing. Nothing can grow. So I'm saying like, I don't feel like I'm growing at all. And you people might can't tell by how I articulate myself. Cause people always have these kind of notions on how I supposed to be and this and that. So I say like, whatever your impression of how I supposed to sound, and I don't sound like that, that's that's the reason why. You know. Maybe I should go in this video. Like I'll just go on this lecture and rant from rambling to lecture, from rambling to rant to lecture. So I just don't know, bro. Like, and then on the inside, I feel powerless. These people have broken me so many times, so many times. I try even humble myself to them and come try to get back into their good graces, like what Jesus said, turn the left cheek. That's what Jesus said, turn the left cheek to your enemy. Car. I thought starting to had gotten that when he said that when you're under the siege of the enemy, yeah, you have to turn the left cheek. You have to play your cards right. Cause you're not in no environment to protest evil or anything. You just have to just turn the left cheek, right? Let's try stay in them graces there, shower them with kindness. Cause if you do that, yeah, but even what if Jesus, what if the cruel, your enemies are just cruel, you don't leave any message for that? You don't leave any message for that. Isn't nobody study Jesus? I literally can't walk into the footsteps of Jesus. I seen like some white kids, some white boys over there. Oh, really bring that kind of energy, you see like you can watch them and see like they're going through some internally, and you bring them to God, and yeah, so like certain things that they're saying, yeah, so like I don't know, like it does sound powerful, like real rich, pure power, So I say like, I don't know, I've been listening. Every time I listen, I don't feel nothing changing. I don't feel nothing changing. So I gotta try to sort out my shit, before it get too late. I don't know what else to do. If God is not on my side, God is not on my side, then I rather, if it's the case that, I rather just go to hell then, cause I don't think any place is unimaginably corrupt as it is on earth. Nowhere, I'm telling you, there's probably nowhere. I'm telling you, probably I know from the principles that I learned. I know there is more. I know that the devil is not stupid. The one thing, the difference between the devil and the mankind is that he's not stupid. He's not going to allow. He might allow control chaos, but he's not going to allow people to just do the fuck, demons to do the fuck they feel like, and for come threaten his power. All of them so show there is a unification, and I'm not trying to big up the devil right here. I just showing the difference between human beings. I don't know, I can't live. I've never met or encountered every human being possible, right? Or encountered multiple different groups of human beings. I mostly dealt with human beings here, right, in this country, right? So I say like, yeah, I don't even know, bro. Say I'm trying to come. I've never seen a demon. It's just these books. You say, man, who says any of these things? What if all of these things are based upon the distortion of some crazy person? But I don't know, bro. I got frustrated, got hungry, got tired, my head hurting, my brain feel fatigued. I don't feel like to be here anymore. That's why I ranting on to distract myself from going back to the pain and the suffering. Even when I'm not really suffering, I'm suffering on the inside. God being such soft person, there's nothing I can do. I can't resist. Can't, especially as an adult, no, I can't even resist it. 'Cause I know, you can get locked up. Can all sorts of stuff. People will be turning their back on you so quick. People already had turned their back on you. But I'm saying like, don't make no sense to upset them. 'Cause I need food, I need water, I need these things. Maybe as a child I could have taken these things for granted with my sheer stupidity and blindness and thinking that um, being optimistic going to change my reality. No, no, God, that's the illusion. And that's why I'm telling you that women today are practicing witchcraft. 'Cause what is this manifestation thing about? My understanding, things manifest to God, literally. The whole of reality manifested to God. So, what these women talking about? They can manifest things. These women, but somebody need to look into that car. You know, and then me saying these things as being like warning for heed. Nobody now heed it. Everybody I just look for all the fault that I say, or how how offended they are or whatever. You see me, but the stuff that really you should be really to take offense. You're not taking offense to that. Cause I'm a human life, you are human life. You should be offended, but I don't want to seem like I'm manipulating people or whatever. But nobody like how they show on TV, like, oh, so you as a human being, how could you do such a horrible thing? No, nobody behaves about that in real life. Don't That's only science fiction, not like that in real life. But I don't know. Just to say, it's very frustrating. I did appreciate that I have an outlet. I had an outlet to even come to in the first place, like YouTube. That my videos, especially with how secure my phone is now in my car. For a long while, I have I got my iPhone. So to me, my impression or understanding of having an iPhone is that my thing very hard, my technological device very harder to compromise. Yeah, but that's what I always heard people bragging about back in the day. And I really like my iPhone. Like, to me personally, iPhone is a better device than Android. I don't really like the gimmicks, the Android. I'm not really, cause if you want to deal with gaming or hacking or not hacking, iPhone is a better phone for hackers. But if you want to deal with doing stuff online illegally and getting free stuff, um, then Android is the way for you. So you still can watch. I don't watch movies anymore. I don't watch movies anymore. I don't watch movies or anything. Shows or Netflix and stuff like that. Well, you people probably know more than me. You probably know. You're probably watching this off your iPhone anyway. But I think outside of your battery, well, I don't know whose battery life better. It seems like iPhone battery life is just it get bad after a while, But I prefer, for some reason, I prefer that you have no access to the battery. Uh, I used to hate that the fact I had to fondle around with it, or battery will get swell or shit like that, and you have to change your Android battery, even if it can't even open up or whatever. You have to change it if it swell up. But with iPhone, the battery don't really swell. I don't know, but I don't have those kind of problems. I have my phone almost more than a year now. It's been more than a year. It's like I got it last year, August. So I have this phone more than a year now, and it's like kind of serving me well. Well, it got a few bumps and stuff like that. But that's because of my circumstances. Yeah. But it still work. It still work. If I charge it up good, and I think because the charger fucked up, so it kind of making it overheat, and I don't really put it down that much. And when I put it down, it turn on, so it overheats. Yeah, but I really worked hard for this phone. Yes, I'm really grateful for it. It really got me through a lot of hard times. More than any woman or anything. Really got me through a lot of hard times. I can always can depend on it, like to do what I needed to do at the time I need it. You know, it always there. I always have it. Yeah, I never lost it. And people when it dropped or you know somebody hit it or whatever. It's still working optimally. And with my Android, people think people might have iPhone as a fragile. Well, maybe my version is maybe the older versions were like that, but this version is is quite sturdy. Even though it don't look or feel sturdy, it's quite sturdy. It's quite sturdy. 'Cause I have this more than a year. I've never had an Android more than a year. Well, maybe because I used to buy the cheap Androids out here, but this lasts no more than a year. So kudos. I have an iPhone and lasts me more than a year. I never noticed that until now. So that I'm very appreciative of that. So but I don't know. I still feel like God against me, 'cause normal every day people does not even think, don't even have to think about that, and you probably miserable or frustrated. So you don't ever think about that. So I don't know.